Hey y'all. Y'all come on in. Now close the door to keep the flies up here, okay? Let's keep the flies out, okay? Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go on and get started. I gotta go ahead on and get started, y'all. Um, I'm gonna go ahead on and get started. A lot of stuff that I want to talk about, a lot of stuff in this case that I want to discuss and rethink in the code and the Bryan. Are we rethinking what did Bryan Kohberger see tonight? Oh, wait, y'all, let me move it. Hold on for a minute. It's so hard when you're doing it by yourself. Hold on. Okay, first of all, uh, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. I didn't know I was gonna go live. Had the holiday, people. A question I want to ask y'all. Uh, is Bryan guilty or not guilty? Also, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Okay. Now, before we get started, a couple of things that I want to housekeeping rules. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here, okay? Because I'm serious about this case because something happened to 4 IO students, okay, getting that education. Now, I'm going to say this. Everything that I say is allegedly, okay? And also is for educating you all, criticism, uh, um, commenting, commenting purposes, okay? Now, this case been it's not difficult. It just have like a cake half done, like a piece of meat half done, some food half done. The investigation was half done. Okay, so what we're gonna do is rethink this thing over. Okay, this investigation. Okay, now before we get started, I got a couple of videos that I want to go over, but I like to do my walkthrough first. Now, according to the affidavits, David, in the case Bryan Kohberger. Let me put it on this right here. So, I want to do this. I want to go here. Now, according to the affidavit, David, in the case of Bryan Kohberger, the suspect in the University of Idaho murders, the following information about his whereabouts. Now, we're going to talk about his whereabouts. We're going to talk about the phone activity, the car activity, the location near the crime scene. Now, those are very important to me when I investigate the case, okay? A lot of things that come across my mind about this case, that's one thing that I'm not quick about doing is investigating a crime like this quickly. You can't, all the evidence gone out that house. So y'all got to ask yourself, why is evidence gone? Okay. So let's look at this article from right here from People. It said Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of stabbing to death for University Idaho students, November 22nd, interview for a job. Now, listen, people. Bryan interviewed for a job at the Pullman, Washington Police Department in the months leading up to the slating. Yeah. It's Bryan. Yeah. Okay. And in April the 12th, 2022, email correspondence obtained by the New York Times, Kohberger sent a note to then police chief Gray, Gary Jenkins. Okay. Now, now this is a very important article to me because I'm curious about why did he get the job? Why did he get the job? What did he see? What do he know? What do Cole Bryant know or saw? He saw something. Now, people, the young man saw something. Okay? That's why he in court. That's why he was arrested to shut up, allegedly. Now, in okay, so this is what said that he sent to Chief Gary Jenkins. Okay, he said thank you after his interview for a graduate research assistant position. He told Mr. Gary Jenkins with the Pullman, Washington Police Department. That's at WS uh, University. He tried to get a little job there to help them out. Okay. Now, Chief Jenkins, let's go to Chief Jenkins. It was a great pleasure to meet with you today and share my thoughts and excitement regarding the research assistantship for public safety. That's all Bryan want to do. See, that's why Bryan was over there at that school park. He was parked in that area over there. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you. Bryan wrote. That's what Bryan wrote. Okay, he wrote that to Chief Jenkins. Okay. Minute later, Jenkins responded in a writing, "Great to meet you and talk with you as well." You know, that they went on, they carried on real good, okay? Now, according to the job description, see y'all, everything is important in this case. Everything, the phone, interview, car, location, everything. It got to put this young man where he was and what did he see? He saw too much because he always want to crime. He want to investigate criminology. Tit tat toe, yabba dabba do. Okay, according to the job description, some of the duties for a graduate research assistant include organizing and analyzing data, producing research briefs, working collaborative with the agencies, and providing assistance and supervision to undergraduate research assistants. That's all Bryan want to do. That's all Bryan want to do. Okay. I confirmed that I interviewed Mr. Bryan Kohberger. That's what the chief said. For that, no. I apologize. Let me put it like this. I can confirm that I interviewed Mr. Kohberger for a doctoral level graduate research assistantship for public safety at the Pullman Police Department when I was the Pullman Police Chief. That was Jenkins told people in an email statement. He said he did interview Bryan Kohberger. Now let's see where did Bryan Kohberger go wrong? Where did Pullman go wrong before he left the department? Huh? Okay. This is just for the public safety for the WSU, y'all. Okay. Washington State University. Okay. Now, however, he declined to answer if Kohberger was chosen for the position due to the restriction of non-disseminations order issued by the court. He never did tell them. He confirmed that he did interview Kohberger, but he didn't tell whether or not that he got the job or not. Now, look, y'all. Look, this is very important because right here, That's when this something happened. Something happened. Something happened during that time. Cause we don't know that Bryan Kohberger get the job. Okay. At the time of the email, Kohberger was finishing his master degree program at DeSalle University in his home state of Pennsylvania. He subsequently moved to Pullman, Washington, okay, where he entered criminology. See, he didn't live in Washington, y'all. A lot of y'all got it wrong. He didn't live in Pullman, Washington. Okay, he moved there, but he from Pennsylvania. Okay, now sometime after April the 2022 interview, Jenkins left the Pullman Police Department and became the police chief at Washington State University. That's where Bryan went. Okay. Now Kohberger is now accused of 78 kids. Madison Morgan, 21. Kaylee Doncaff, 21. Zana Kernalo, 20. Ethan Chapman, 20. And an off-campus resident in Moscow, Idaho. Okay. Now, yeah, it was very important for us to look at that interview. Okay. It was very important. Now, let me get into the phone calls. Okay. Now, let me put the phone call. Okay. Let's get into the phone call. Okay. Wait, y'all. Let me make sure I'm sharing this. Yeah, I'm sharing it. Let's get into the phone call. Now, phone activities. Kohberger phone left his home in Pullman, Washington, a couple of hours before the murder. Okay? He left his home in Pullman, y'all, Washington, a couple of hours before the murder. Now, remind y'all, this is the area that they're speaking of, okay? It traveled to Moscow, then returned to the area of his home. Now, Bryan could have been in this area. Bryan was right here in this area. Now, y'all, they say he returned. He returned to the area of his home at around 9:32 a.m. His phone was off from 2:47 a.m. to 4:48 a.m. Now let's go back and listen to the time. Now, he traveled to Moscow and returned to the area of his home at around 9:30 a.m. His phone was off, y'all, at 2:43 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. What is that saying to us? He turned his phone off. I turned my phone off, which could indicate he was trying to hide his location. Not necessarily. He probably was hoping that his parents didn't call him. But let's listen to this.
Captured Kohberger's phone around 2:47 a.m. in Pullman when it suddenly stopped connecting to the network. According to the affidavit, this was also around the time cameras caught a white Elantra leaving his apartment.
Okay. Now that white Elantra It's gonna be in part. Now let's talk about the car activity. And see, y'all, we spoke about the phone activity, right? Let's talk about the car activity. We talk about the phone. He turned his phone out at 2:47 a.m. to 4:48 a.m. Now look, don't forget, Bryan wants to be. He wants to work on campus. He wants to be a campus police for the University, the SU, Washington State University. Okay, WSU. Okay, now sometimes y'all, the smartest students do some of the craziest things. Not saying Bryan did this, but the thinking process can go off sometimes. See, you could be too smart until you kind of, off. And you got to have that street knowledge. Now, not saying that that's what he did. Now let's go to the car activity. Now, Kohberger, white Honda Elantra, was seen near the victim home 3 times before entering the area of 4:04 a.m. The car was later traced back to Pullman. Now, I got a problem with that. I got a problem with the car, y'all. The car ain't his car ain't the car that I'm saying that alleged that was involved. The car that I'm alleged that he was involved in was the red car that had been in a car accident flying out of there. No, they did wrong and they hit something. Now we're gonna go to that in a few minutes.
Complex. There was indication that he turned off his cell phone, which
How do they know that that is a familiar neighborhood to him? He said that. But y'all look at the snow. Look at the area. One thing I like about when it snows, you can see everything. You can see where the connection of the houses, how far the houses. There go a house right there. There go a house right there. This house is too close to this house. They could have heard everything. Who right here at this house? They could have heard everything. Who owned the house? House across the street. Look, house is over there. It's some apartment over here, y'all. So this is the owner house said on King Road. This is a strange house to me. Okay. Now, don't forget to another thing. Kaylee's supposed to be graduating. Okay. Now I want y'all. The reason why I want y'all to pay attention to the car location is because this his car allegedly that they said that his car. I'm not saying that was his car. If that car came over there so many times, it's so many white Atlanta, especially from college student, driving it. Okay, and they trying to say that Bryan car had entered the area uh, at 4:04 a.m. It could happen. It could not. It could have been a lot of white cars over that way. Okay, the car was later traced back to Pullman. Bryan could have been over here. He could have. He could. He could have. He may seen them at the club. He may know where the house is. No telling what they were doing in the house. Okay, but I want to show you something.
several months. Cell phone records indicated that he has traveled past and was very near the vicinity of his crime scene on 12 separate occasions.
Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I just want to show y'all something. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Let's go here. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. Where my car? Hold on, y'all. I want to show y'all my car. I want to show y'all my Alondra. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me show y'all the car. Now, y'all, this is the car that I think that was involved. Not Bryan Kohberger car, but this car. This car is on my mind. Hold on, y'all. This car. This Elantra. See, that ain't Bryan Kohberger car. That ain't Bryan Kohberger car right there, y'all. See, Bryan Kohberger car is right here. See, this is Bryan Kohberger car right here. This is the car that I am alleging that no, they did wrong. They got their heck on, and they probably hit an officer car. Or they hit something. Because the car is total. The car is total. So he hit something. Not Bryan, but somebody in this car right here. We need to find out who the driver of this car right here. Okay. So we talked about, I don't keep y'all long. I guess I want to come here for a minute. So we talked about the phone activity. Bryan saw something. Bryan either saw this here. Bryan either saw this accident, y'all. Bryan probably knows something about something. And he was allegedly probably in that area. And he saw this. And if you see something, you supposed to, you don't supposed to tell it. Okay? Bryan saw something. Okay. We talk about his phone was off from 2:49 a.m. to 4:48 a.m. The reason why they want to push that so hard is because they saying that he was driving that Elantra, but I don't think it was that Elantra. That I think it's the Elantra that I showed y'all. Then the car activity of the Elantra was seen near the victim home. This is the car that they allegedly saw. This is the car that did. You know, if somebody in a hurry, they don't freaked out. I do not think that. It's just my thinking. I do not think that the person was intentionally wanted to take them people down in the house. Because the reason why I'm saying it, because he would have took all of them out of there, even though he didn't know who was in the house. He panicked and he got scared. He panicked. He got scared. He wasn't planning on doing this. It's more like a peeping Tom thing. Because everybody in and out the house. Okay? Now, the car activity, we talked about a car activity. Now, I'm about to let y'all see this. I'm going to tell you about this car. Remember that car now.
Chief Amanda Rowley with Crime 2. Seeing some speculation with some of the cars being searched this past week. Wonder if you can squash some of the rumors and that speculation. Is there anything you can share specifically on the white car out front, and then a follow up for the university?
So I'll have Captain Lanier go ahead and talk about that.
See? He left, y'all.
Well, we have looked at
He left. He didn't want to talk about it. He did not want to talk about this car right here, y'all. It's very important, y'all, that y'all pay attention. He didn't want to talk about that car right there. He turned it over to somebody else. Let me shut up. That's what he said. Let me be quiet. Let me not say nothing. Let me let them figure this thing out. He don't want to talk. He know that car was like that. He knew that car was like that. He knew the car wasn't the car that they were looking for that Bryan Kohberger was in. They put the blame on Kohberger. Okay, so let's go back right here. Allegedly.
Vehicles, I'm assuming you're referring to the vehicles that were in the parking lot at the time. Yeah, so some of those vehicles belonged to the victims and some belonged to other people in the house. And so for us, that's part of the crime scene, as I mentioned earlier.
That don't even make sense what he just said. He said some of them cars belong to the victims, some of the cars belong to the people who live in the house. What?
Crime scene was expanded out through the parking lot, so we wanted to make sure that we looked at those prior to releasing the crime scene. It was part of the initial investigation that night.
That don't even make sense. That don't make sense what he just said, y'all. That don't even make sense, y'all. That don't make sense what he just said. Y'all don't. I want. What did Bryan Kohberger do to Pullman Police Department? What did he do to them? He only thing he did want a job with WSU. He just wanted to be a security guard so badly. That's the only thing he wanted to do. He had the interview. He was smart enough to do the data analysis. But what did Bryan Kohberger see? And why are they using Bryan Kohberger timeline with the case? Whoever's in that white Alondra got the heck on. Now the location near the crime scene. Kohberger phone. We talk about the phone. We talk about his phone. And the location near the crime scene. Kohberger phone were near the victim home. That's what they said. Now that's why I said if Bryan Kohberger phone was near the victim home, Bryan saw what went down. Bryan saw who was in that Alondra. Bryan saw everything that went down that he wasn't supposed to see. So y'all need to ask yourself, is this a police case? Is this a thing police department from Pullman hiding something? Somebody hiding something because they ain't got nothing on Bryan. Okay, y'all. Now here go the evidence against Bryan. This is what they said. DNA from a knife sheath left at the crime scene. Why? Listen, y'all. It's a cover-up, allegedly. Now, the reason why I said that it was a cover-up, allegedly, don't nobody do no kind of murder and leave their weapon at the crime scene. So that means you're talking about a plot, a setup. Because first of all, they sick and tired of coming to that house. They sick and tired of coming to this house right now. They tired of coming over here. They are so tired of coming over there telling them kids to turn that music down. They are so sick and tired. Every time they turn it, all that day, they tell them, cut that music down. Turn that jukebox off. Turn it. That's all they used to say. Turn it off. Turn it off. That's all they said. Turn it off. Turn that music down. All that day. I don't know why I felt that something about to happen. I think I got the, hold on, y'all. I think I got the house. Hold on. I think I got the house. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I hope everybody doing good tonight, y'all. I don't have to work in the morning. So I decided to come on and talk to y'all because I had to leave early from this morning at work. Okay. I don't have a picture of the house. Okay. I don't have the picture of the house. Okay. We're gonna worry about that then. Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep it on the car. We'll keep it on the car. Okay, y'all. The evidence. I can't show y'all the night sheet. Okay. It's something made like a night sheet that an officer would use in this case. See, it's a hit. It to me, just to me, an officer is somewhere involved in this case, and Bryan Kohberger he know exactly what's going on here. Surveillance video showed Kohberger car near the scene. That's supposed to be the evidence. If his car were near the scene, Bryan Kohberger saw this car. Hold on, y'all. Bryan Kohberger, if he was in the scene, he saw this car. His car not red. Bryan Kohberger car. What car? Bryan Kohberger is not in a rush. He's in his car. This young man. This young man right here saw something, and they want him to hush. He saw everything. Because he was in the wrong place at the right time for him. He was minding his business. Allegedly. Unless he part of the cover up. I don't know if he part of the investigation or not. I don't know. But this is the car. That car hit another car. That car hit something that total somewhere. Somebody's car is total with that car right there. Where is the person? I think I did one live and showed the guy who's in that car. I think that's the car right there. So they spoke of the DNA knife sheath. I'm not buying that story. I'm not buying that story. It was left at the crime scene. No, it was plotted at the crime scene. No, it wasn't left there. After he finished, after the alleged uh uh I don't want to say killer personator uh took Zayna and Ethan down, he left out the house. Where he left the knife at? Huh? First they said he left the knife right there beside what's her name? Kaylee and Madison. Not Madison. Yeah, Madison. Kaylee. No, he didn't. Because he started with Kaylee first. He started with Madison first and then he went to Kaylee. He took that knife with him. Then he went downstairs. And then he did what he had to do. A killer, a person who's going to murder like that, not going to leave their stuff at the scene. So when he left out from down there, where Zayna and Ethan, he went out the door. He took that knife. He tired. He exhausted. He been doing too much. He wasn't planning on doing all that tonight. Oh, he wasn't planning on doing all that. He didn't know he was going to be doing all that. He got scared. And they know who he is. Okay? Now, the surveillance video showed Kohberger car. Okay, so what? Y'all saw Kohberger car. Kohberger saw y'all car. Y'all saw his car. He saw y'all car. Okay? Trash recovered from Kohberger family home in Pennsylvania. How is that junk in their mama and daddy house? And they trash in Pennsylvania that was sent to Idaho lab. I ask y'all this. Is Bryan part of the problem with the Pullman Police Department? Is he connected to it? It's a whole if it not that, it got to be something. They ain't gonna end up with no kind of suspect. Because that's where it's supposed to be. Now let's go to the let's look at together, y'all. Let's look together at the affidavit. Okay, let's look at that again. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, okay? Because it's very interesting now. Because we didn't, you got to change the picture. You got to change your thought of mind, what really happened in this situation, okay? So, hold on for a second, y'all. Okay. What really happened in this situation? Okay, here we go, right here. Okay. Now, one of two roommates who were not harmed told the investigators, listen to this, y'all. They told the investigator she saw a masked man dressed in black in the house the morning of the attack, according to the probable cause affidavit. I got a question to ask y'all. What color did Bryan Kohberger have on when they picked him up? He ain't have on all black. They didn't find no mask, but they found a knife sheath. Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all, come on. This is a cover up. Allegedly. This is allegedly a cover up. And the reason why I say it's allegedly a cover up because Bryan Kohberger didn't have on all black when they found him. No, he didn't. I don't care what y'all said about he went home or nothing like that and changed clothes. No, he didn't, because they would have found all of that in Pennsylvania. Okay? Now, that's what the roommate said, y'all. Don't y'all forget, it's a lot of men in that area. It's a lot of men in that area, like them young girls over there at that house. And it's a lot of girls in they royalty sisters. A lot of young girls over there hang out over there. Okay? Y'all got to keep that in mind too. Okay? Now, identified in the document as that was Dylan who was telling that story, said she heard crying in the house that morning and a male voice saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Okay, Dylan. I got a problem with this case. When did Dylan open up that door and got her food off that front porch and start eating on it? Because the food was dropped out at the porch. So she gonna have to go downstairs and get the food out the porch. Or either she gonna have to go to the side door and get the food out the back porch. So where would the food drop out? If it would drop at the front, when she opened up that door, when she opened up that front door, I wonder, do she have to go downstairs? Hold on. I wonder, do she have to go downstairs to open up that door? Okay, so far that we'll find out that another day. So Dylan was the one said that's what she heard crying. She heard somebody crying. So Dylan, you heard somebody crying, baby, and you ain't say you ain't say nothing in the house, and a male saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you. It's okay, I'm going to help you." Okay, that's what she said. Did he say, "It's okay, I'm going to help you," or did he say, "It's okay, I'm going to help you"? Okay, I ain't saying Dylan did nothing wrong. Okay, so DM, we're gonna call her DM. DM told investigator she saw a figure clad in black clothing and a mask that covered the person's mouth and nose. Walk them towards her. That is the most scariest thing that some of you thinking somebody about to open up that door. So, according to the affidavit, now y'all, think about this. You in the room, you in your bedroom, and somebody coming towards that door, and you in there. But they changed their mind. Why did he change his mind knowing that somebody could have heard him? I can't answer that question for you. I can't answer that question for you. I can't answer what he was thinking, who he was looking for. I think he was just looking for Kaylee and everything that went cuckoo. That's why he flew out of there, ran out of there, and tore his car up. Okay? Allegedly. Now, Diem described the figure as a 5'10" guy, a taller male, not very muscular. Now, athletically, now that don't look like Bryan to me, with the bushy eyebrows, and that what the Alpha Davis said. That don't sound like Bryan to me. That sounds like another Pee Wee Herman. That sounds like another Pee Wee Herman to me. That don't sound like Bryan Kohberger. It sound like somebody out that neighborhood. Sound like somebody that be around that neighborhood. Feeling good and decided to come in out to one of them girls. Okay? The male walked past DM as she stood in a frozen shock. This is so animated to me. This is so animated to me. Well, it sounds animated to me. Animated to me. Because he came toward that door. The man with the knife came toward that door where Dylan at. But he didn't open that door. But why didn't he open that door if he didn't know what room Kaylee was in? I got a lot of questions. Nothing gonna happen in this case, y'all. They're gonna get away with it because allegedly it's a cover up. Allegedly. The male walked towards the back sliding glass door. Why is that door unlocked? Maybe it was locked and he used something to get inside of those kids' house. Now, DM locked herself in her room after seeing the male, okay? After she saw him, she locked her room door. It is so strange that he did not open that door, but he did go upstairs and open that door where that dog should have been barking crazy. Camper, they been Camper. Camper been barking, probably would have ate his ankle, cause he got some poo in him too, according to the document, which he said the roommate did not recognize the male. Of course, you didn't recognize the male. You said the male had a mask on his face. So they trying to say, Bryan, we're gonna come back in like that in a few minutes. Let's keep on going right here. This is the affidavit. Okay. Authority reviewed local surveillance footage and were drawn to a white sedan, later identified as a Hyundai Elantra, according to the affidavit. Now, don't forget, I showed y'all this is my car. This is my car right here that I'm going with right here. I'm going with this car right here. I'm going, y'all, with this car right here. This car right here. That's that car they looking for. So let's go back where I was right now. Okay. Now, the vehicle was seen in the area around the home where the killing took place. Yes, that car right there, what I just showed y'all, allegedly was right there around that house. That car and Bryan, allegedly. Bryan car and that car bumped head, y'all. This keep it real. Bryan and that car bumped head. Okay? Cause see, if you go back and look at the video, okay, when they showed somebody pulled up in the parking lot, you seen a car look like it pulled up, and then another car pulled up, and then something transparent right there. Something happened. Now, by November the 25th, that was the local law enforcement had been notified to be on the lookout for that vehicle, the affidavit. They're not looking for the that white car I just showed y'all. They looking for Bryan car. Bryan is not the car that they should be looking for. Just telling y'all, Bryan car is not the car that they allegedly supposed to be looking for, and they know it. They know it. This ain't nothing but a big cover up. I don't know if Bryan involved in the cover up. No, I don't. I don't want to put nothing on him because I don't think this is. I don't know, but I'm saying that it's like a police cover up to me, like a somebody in law enforcement cover up to me. Now, days later, officer at nearby Washington State University, where the suspect was a doctor, did a doctor study student in criminal justice, PhD um, student, criminal justice. He into criminal justice. He like working with the police department. Did y'all got to ask yourself in that interview? It did not say Bryan got that job. It didn't say Bryan got that job being a security, being an officer. It didn't say that. Okay, so it's gonna make it look like Bryan is upset that he didn't get the job with WSU as an officer. Okay, so if he want to be an officer so bad, why did he kill somebody? Cause some officers do that, but why did he do that on that night that he sent the email? That don't make sense. Now, he was a student in criminal justice, identified a white electro and found it was registered to Kohberger, not that car. Bryan did his car with his car. This car right here, Bryan in, that's his car. That is a Bryan car right there.
Hello? How you doing? How y'all doing today? Good, good. Take with your driver's license real quick if I could. She's right up on that van, man. She's right up on the back end of that van. Pulled you over for tailgate. Is this your car? Okay. Where are you headed? Well, coming from WSU. What's WSU? What did you say about some SWAT team thing? Yeah, there was a bad shooting. Where? Interesting. Well, it's horrifying. Well, do me a favor, don't follow too close, okay? Sorry.
Okay, that's supposed to allegedly let Bryan know that we're watching you. That's just like a hold up, y'all. Let me turn this up. This is supposed to let Bryan know, hey man, we all over this place. We watching your butt. When you been, we watching you now. Allegedly, Kohberger driving license information was consistent with the description the unharmed roommate gave investigator according to the affidavit. Why y'all say that? The documents, okay. The thing to me, y'all, they got cameras everywhere. They said they got him bagging out the house, right? What did Bryan have on when he bagged out the house? Since y'all want to blame him, what color did he have on? Did he have on all black? Did he have on regular clothes? Come on, y'all. Come on now. What's gonna happen is this is gonna be end up being a cover up, and he gonna be found not guilty. That's how it's supposed to work out. Okay? Because you don't have a witness. You got a witness, it's a cover up. The document specifically noticed Cole Bryant height and weight 6 feet, 180 pounds. Nah, I seen a lot of them guys standing out there. Fred boys, brothers, was 6 feet. Not just Bryan, but them other young boys 6 feet. Some of them officers was 6 feet and 185 pounds. Okay. Kohberger received a new license plate for his Elantra 5 days after the killing. The affidavit said, citing records from the WSD license. He got a new license plate. What's it time for him to renew his license? Why did he get a new license plate? Did he have a license plate? Why did what was up? What's so maybe he want a new license, maybe gonna get a new tag. They say Pennsylvania, either WSU. Maybe he was gonna do that. I don't know. At the time of Kohberger's arrest last week, a white Elantra was found at his parents' house in Pennsylvania, according to Monroe County Chief Public Defender Jason Labar, who said Kohberger had gone home for the holidays. Why y'all messing with the boy? It seems like they don't like him. And see, Bryan wants to be an officer so bad. He probably make a great detective because he was in criminology. Okay, and you trying to know so much. You know too much. You too smart. You don't. We don't. I don't know why he didn't hire Bryan. Okay. Phone records show Kohberger phone was near the victim resident at least. We talked about that. All of these occasions, except for one, occurred in the lake. Now, y'all, this is telling me, allegedly, is there a hookup? I'm not saying it happened. From what we just talked about, is there a hookup with Kohberger and Pullman County, Pullman Police Department? It's a connection with all of them together. Are they working together? Are did it's a cover up? What is going on in this situation? Something ain't right. Now, additional to records show Kohberger phone was near the murder scene. We already talked about that. He was there at the murder scene at 9:12 a.m. and 9:21 a.m. in the morning, hours after the killing. That don't sound right. That don't sound right there. If somebody did a killing, they're not gonna ever come back over there to that place. They're not gonna ever hang around that place. So it said the record showed Kohberger phone were near. How? How it gonna say that he was at home in Pennsylvania? I don't know. Y'all see that what I'm telling y'all. I don't know. Now, a review of phone records showed Kohberger phone left his home. We saw that video. Okay, approximately 9 a.m. and Trevor, what did he have on? That's what I want to know. When he traveled, he left there at 9 a.m. How he's going to be over there in that area at 9:12 a.m. Oh, I must. The affidavit said, and then in the same phone, Trevor back to the area of Kohberger resident arriving to the area at approximately 9:32. He can't do that. It can't be at 9:12 a.m. and 9:21 a.m. and then at 9 a.m. and 9:32 a.m. He can't do that. Y'all got it mixed up. This stuff is okay.
Was out driving alone.
The defense is not necessarily having to prove that he's innocent.
He said, well, I said, that's what I asked y'all. Do y'all think that, okay, y'all, do you think Pullman County, Pullman Police Department hiding something and Bryan part with them, or he knows something with them, within them, but he never did get the job with them? What do Bryan know about this case? His mouth is sealed. Bryan's mouth is sealed. Now that he don't came down off of what he don't came off on, he's smiling, laughing, everything with his attorney. Is he a part of the clique, of the situation? Did Bryan see something when his car was in that area and that white Elantra car that I showed y'all that was wrecked? That car hit somebody else's car. Where is that person at, y'all? Where is that person at who had the accident? Okay, let's go back here. Okay, sorry about that. Oh no, I don't want that. No. Okay, here we go. Now they spoke about the DNA at the Pennsylvania house. How did any DNA get out there at that house, y'all? That one, okay, y'all. Okay. This is the way I see it. You can look at this. You can see this case so many different ways. You can see this case as a plot, cover up. Bryan is the look. I'm not saying here. I'm just saying that's one way we can look at it. And one way I gave y'all this morning. But now from listening to this, we can look at it this way. Is Bryan what did Bryan see? Why he's not talking? Why is he not communicating? Why he's not saying what happened? Who is he covering up for? Is he part of the cahoot of the police department cover up? I'm just saying, is he? Is it? Because he's not talking. It's no evidence. It's nothing. They ain't got nothing against Bryan, y'all. They ain't got nothing. And I just figured that it was somebody a cover up because they left the knife there. Don't nobody do that. All right, anyway. Now, it certainly could go to trial. It's going to trial. It's in trial. It's going to go to trial. Trust me, it's going to go to trial. We talked about Kohberger apply for that internship. We talked about at Pullman Police Department. We mentioned that at the beginning of the segment of our program. We talked about the Pullman Police Department when he put in his application, y'all, for his internship. He wanted to be an officer so bad. Or he want to work with data analysis. He wants to work with the department so good to take down the victim and do crime scene stuff, just like all the other police is doing. Now, pursuant to record provided by a member of the interview panel for Pullman Police Department, we learned that Kohberger past education included undergrad degree in psychology and code-based forensics, according to an affidavit. Now, why would Bryan see? I knew it was psychology in this because psychological and psychology were involved in this because Bryan using it on them on their own case with him. With not with him, a case with him. Bryan saw it. Bryan know what's going on. Bryan know exactly what's going on. Bryan know these people. Yeah. Bryan know these people. Bryan know what's going on. Bryan, they setting this up, y'all. It's a setup. And Bryan didn't do the killing. Okay? Allegedly. But I don't see him as I don't put him there. Now, these records also show Kohberger wrote an essay when he applied for an internship. We talked about that earlier. Okay, Kohberger wrote an essay. He had interest in assisting rural law enforcement agencies with how to better collect, analysis, technological data. That's what they did at the crime scene. They were using technological data. They were using data. They was in there with machines. Bryan wanted to see them improve with their technology. They're letting them know that y'all ain't no good. Because they ain't figured out the case yet, y'all. They ain't figured out this case yet. And Bryan did an essay. He want them to get better with their collective. Right then, Bryan ain't did. They haven't done nothing to help this case with their technology. Bryan making them look crazy. Y'all, he making the public safety operation look crazy because their collection is not good. Their data is not good. All them folks came in their house on King Road in 1122 King Road did not with the technology that they have. Where y'all evidence at? All that DNA sitting around in there. Y'all gonna tell me the only thing y'all got is a knife sheet with a little taint of blood that y'all don't got from his daddy. Some kind of way. See, y'all gotta be careful when y'all be in a police office and stuff like that. When you make a mistake and you can scratch your finger and they can hit your foot. It's everything. You gotta just be careful. Now, Bryan is telling the truth. They need to get better. This gonna make Bryan look good, y'all. But they ain't gonna want to be bothered with Bryan if Bryan is found not guilty. Okay? Now they go nearby 2 months after the killing. However, a number of questions remain. It is not clear why the unharmed roommate did not immediately call 911 or why the roommate were spared. I can't only thing that I that's to understand with the roommate is you wasn't afraid to call your friends into that DNA, but but you didn't call the police. The motive for the crime also remained a mystery. What? Why wasn't Kohberger arrested until more than 6 weeks after the victim was found on the line because it's a cahoot. They collaborating together, y'all. Y'all don't understand. See, it's more to this. It's more to this crime than we even think. It's can help me get a job. I'm just saying me. It can help me either get a job, to go to move up, uh, in another position, to show how good I'm doing. But it didn't help Bryan get no position though.
Actually captured a 13th trip just hours.
That there was no matches, y'all. I told y'all Bryan Kohberger didn't do this. It didn't have his DNA on nothing, y'all. Because that Alandro got away. Where is he? Who was driving that Alandro? Who wrecked that car? His car. This is game. They are playing game with somebody else's life. And that's not fair. I don't know why I care so much about these students. They were beautiful and they were smart and they were having a great time, minding their business.
Bryan Kohberger knew law enforcement was one back with him.
With his job. With his job. They never told us that Bryan Kohberger got that job. I don't have nothing showing it. I do my research and find out. I didn't know Bryan got the job. I just didn't know it because I don't have that mentioned nowhere. So that's something that I need to look up. Y'all, only reason why they stop and keep stopping Bryan right here because they letting Bryan know, hey boy, you better not talk. We watching you. We're watching you because they keep stopping him for nothing. He ain't treading close to nobody on the highway right here. They went out there to them people's house in Pennsylvania. Are y'all serious? Y'all went out to that boy mom and dad. What y'all just say? Oh my God. How did y'all get that boy DNA? How did y'all get... Y'all know, you know what they did? They played them, man. They played the daddy. They played that boy daddy. They somehow, they got his dad DNA some kind of way. Oh, no, they didn't do what I think they did, y'all. No, they didn't do what I think they did. When they took that daddy DNA, but you could do swap. But if they did it a different kind of way, they could take some of that blood and put that blood on that thing. Bryan ain't it. They ain't that ain't no. Y'all got too much DNA in that house to just talking about y'all got a tank, a little tap of blood that y'all don't got from that daddy some kind of way and put it on that sheet. Y'all had the carpet, y'all had the walls, y'all had all of that going on in that house. You gonna tell me all that DNA in that house? Them folk cleaned that house up, boy. They cleaned that house up with no DNA, but only little tiny little blood on the sheet. Don't y'all know DNA all in their house? Under their nails, in their hair? Come on. He touched that doorknob, even if he had on gloves. He had it's something went on, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. It's a cover up. It wasn't supposed to happen like this, but it did. Say that, and y'all gonna do this. Y'all think Bryan? Y'all playing with the defense. Y'all playing with these kids' life, somebody children life. This is so sad. And they knew this with Katie last year. This is so sad. And it was Madison last year too, as well. Y'all really gonna let this him get away like this? Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna stick with my words. I'm gonna stick right here. I'm gonna say that this is my car right here. This is my car right there. What did Bryan see? What do Bryan know? Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.